Teamster Power 767 Reality Check with Jeff Schenfeld and Garfield Hooper. How's everyone doing today? This is Teamster Power 767 Reality Check. I'm Jeff Schenfeld.
And I'm Garfield Hooper. I'm doing great today, Jeff. Thanks for asking.
Well, listen, hey, it's the least I could do. So today we're going to talk about holidays and vacations. I think we'll start off with the holidays, okay?
Yeah.
So during the contract negotiations, we were talking about getting in, a Martin Luther King Day.
Yep.
And I think that a lot of people, I think you were saying, most people were saying we wanted more option days, and
work-life balance was a big was a
absolutely.
big issue in my center, and I'm sure it was around a lot of centers around America, especially the last few years.
Yeah.
And a lot of for a lot of people, it's 7 days isn't much.
No.
And
no, it's not.
if you got a family,
Yeah.
or if you have any medical issues, or if your family has any medical issues, and you have to go to the doctor a couple of times, or
Yeah.
your kids got to go to the doctor. Like, it's real easy to burn those option days on going to the doctor or doing this. And originally, I was always explained, just, you take option days for you. If you wake up one morning and, oh, it's a nice day out there, I really want to go fishing. That's when you pick up the phone and take an option day.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
That's true. And I got to tell you, just to even get the Martin Luther King Day was great.
Yeah,
it was.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's something I think we've been fighting for years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah. And we did that huge petition. I remember, we got a bunch of signatures around.
Yeah. Very important. And I just wish on top of that, we could have gotten more option days.
Yeah.
I just, like you said, I mean, we need that time.
Yeah. And of course, it remains to be seen what the company's going to do, too, because, next year will be the first time it'll have actually been an official holiday.
Yeah.
And my bet is on, be like, oh, well, this is just a regular work day, just like they do the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that whole normal work day. So we're gonna, and I have no problem saying this when anyone asks me. And here's how it is. Okay, the bottom line is, day after Thanksgiving, Martin Luther King Day, it's a holiday.
Yep.
If you're getting paid holiday pay, it's holiday pay. You don't have to come in.
No.
Okay, but if you do, you're gonna make triple time.
Yeah.
Now the key is where you get into an issue, you don't start saying people don't come in, come in. You don't do that.
No.
You let them know they don't have to.
Yeah.
But you don't start dissuading them, say don't come in. And that's, I mean, we get that question every year. I think people need to, we're going to say it again. Okay. Day after Thanksgiving, any holiday, it's a holiday. You're getting paid for it. So you don't have to work. But at the same time, with day after Thanksgiving, you're going to make the triple time. It's going to come out to triple time.
It's hard to turn down, and
Yes.
but if you don't need the money and you'd rather spend that time with your family, like
Absolutely.
I always say, you can always make more money. You can't make more time.
Exactly, like we were just talking about before. Family and everything
Yep.
like that. So you don't want to have to. The company saying, "Oh, you're forced to." No, you're not forced.
No.
Okay, but we're not going to tell you don't come in. Again, that's your choice.
Yep.
But you
100%.
don't have to because it's a holiday.
Yep.
But that's something we wanted to make clear. I mean, it's very important because we go through it every single year.
Yeah.
People.
There's every contract negotiation comes up. Everybody's worried. They're like, "Oh, are we going to lose that?
Yeah.
That
yeah.
day after Thanksgiving?" I was like, "I don't think so." Like,
no.
It's one of those things. Is like, if you think about it, that's basically losing 3 paid days.
Yes.
If you lose the day after Thanksgiving as a holiday.
Mm-hmm. No, it is. It is. And initially I was like, oh God, they're gonna, I was actually thinking, I'm like, did they trade Martin Luther King Day? And we found out it was outright, no, it's a holiday. That's good. That was great.
Yeah.
But, again, to have those extra, option days would have been great.
Yeah.
So,
and just to be clear, I don't want anybody to think, I don't think sacrificing a holiday is worth extra option days.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people mentioned that. I was like, well, what if we gave up the day after Thanksgiving? We're going to work it anyways. Yeah, but I want to make $140 an hour. What I make if I have to work that day instead of spend it with my family.
Yeah.
So, if I'm going to have to work, if I'm going to come in, not have to, but if I'm going to come in and work that day, I want it to be worth my while.
Absolutely.
But we deserve more option days.
There's no question about
give
that.
us 10. 3 more option days.
Yep.
That's 1 month. That's 1 day a month. Besides November and December.
Yeah.
And speaking of,
Yeah.
November and December, a lot of supervisors, a lot of management will tell you, no, you can't take, you can't take any option days during November and December, or after Thanksgiving, I believe is what most of them say.
Yeah.
Because we can take up through the week of vacation, through the week of Thanksgiving for vacation.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you have option days left,
Yep.
like you can use them, Christmas Eve if you want to.
Any calendar day.
They will have already paid you out for them at
Mm.
that point. Usually they pay you out, I think, the beginning of December.
Yeah, sometime. Yeah.
Sometimes that. But I mean, that option day is still yours.
No matter what.
No matter what, you
Yep.
can still take it. I had a driver in my old center. They pissed him off one year during Christmas, and he said, you know what? It's okay. I'm gonna get him next year. He saved all of his option days, and
Did
took every Friday off the month of December.
Did he? Yeah. I'm sure he had something to do. So
Not very good fishing weather that time. I'm sure he came
Yeah.
up with something.
a little ice fishing, it didn't hurt, But so next, I mean, we talked about the holidays. Now we're going to talk about vacations.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, a little bit about vacations. Of course, in this new contract,
Yep.
this new excellent Southern region.
Oh yeah.
Contract that we
Fantastic.
got.
Mediocre.
We got. We got our third year moved from 10 to 9 years.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I have to be sarcastic about that because what is that? And they played it like, look, it's one less year. Oh, how about we get it to 5 years to get 3 weeks or 6 or at the most maybe 7? But we went from 10 to 9.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, it's see, this is what I would have liked to have seen, even if they're going to be hard nosed about not giving us an extra week, because I would have loved for them to have just inserted an extra week there at 5 years. That would have been great.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
but that's that's neither here nor there. What I would have liked to have seen,
Yeah.
move all of them up 5 years.
Yeah.
Get everybody their vacation that much sooner. Like everybody would get, because instead of skipping from 2 to 10,
Yeah.
just 2, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
And that way everybody gets their vacation sooner. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not what I'd like to see, but it's something I would have settled for.
yeah. No, yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, anything, but that's not. I mean, that's neither here nor there. But I mean, it's that is what it is. We got what we got. But as for vacations, we were talking about it. We know that you have to have 156 reports.
Yeah.
And if you don't have 156 reports,
So if you don't have 156 reports, and generally this comes about when somebody's had an on-the-job injury and
Yep.
they've had lost
Yep.
time
Yep.
or something like that.
Mhm.
So if you don't have 156 reports, it gets prorated.
Yep.
So for every 40 reports,
Mhm.
you get 1 day per week of vacation you have earned.
Yep.
So like in my case, I have 4 weeks of vacation.
Yep.
So if I only get 127 reports
Mhm.
in a year,
Mhm.
I would get for every one of those 127. So that would be 3 that I would earn
Mhm.
for every one of those one of those 40
Yep.
reports. I would get 4 days out
Yep.
of that.
yeah,
So I would get 12 days of vacation,
exactly.
which is not 4 weeks, but it's better than nothing.
It is, and in the contract, it's a little weird. It just basically says for every 1 day vacation for every 40 reports. It's a little deceiving there.
Well, it is a little deceiving, but at that point, you'd have to have 156. I have to have 160 reports just to get a whole week of vacation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, we're here to clarify, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's what we're here for. And the biggest thing is, I think we just went through is they asked us what option we want, 1, 2, or 3. You know, that gets done in September.
Yeah.
And in October, this never happens. It should be done started October, ended October. The bidding process. And it never does. It'll sometime leak into January, right?
Yeah.
What it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be, the top third gets 10 days, 10 calendar days.
Uh-huh.
You go, the top third bids theirs. They go in seniority order.
Yeah.
If somebody happens to not be there and you bid on a week and, they come in, they come in and say, oh, well, I wanted that week. Then that's management's job to be like, okay, well, this week's full. This week got full up by somebody higher seniority. Then you're going to have to pick a different one.
Yeah.
It's top 10, next third, middle 10.
Yep.
Basically, by Halloween, you should be done fitting
Yeah.
vacations.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I don't know why they want to push it off, and then they're like, "Oh, peak is here."
Yeah.
Well, okay, well, you should have had it done. So let's keep going.
Yeah.
It's not our fault.
No.
They just take their time. I mean, that's how they are.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Another thing too that
Yeah.
about the reports.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention is like any day that the company pays you
Mhm.
is a report.
Absolutely.
Option days.
Yep.
Holiday pays.
Mhm.
Funeral leave. Jury duty.
Yep.
Anything that you're getting paid by the company, that counts as a report. So if you're looking back and you're thinking, oh, well, I may not make it this year because you missed a couple of months because you were out on injury or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you take into consideration, all your vacation weeks, all your option days, all that stuff. All that stuff counts as a report.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. And like anything else, we can bring it to everyone's attention. We can, educate people on stuff. But I think it's something that people have to know. They have to
Yeah.
know their rights in general.
Yeah.
And once that starts happening, and they want that. Okay, they crave the information because they don't want to be left in the dark.
Yeah.
And it's if they take them into the office and they're, I think I've said before, when they do discipline or whatever or anything in vacation, well, you can't do this, and not, the steward will know.
Yeah.
But the member should know as well.
Absolutely.
Know it. So, just in case the steward doesn't, hey, wait a minute. No, I know this way this
Yeah.
works, and it's
I listened to that Reality Check podcast. I know how this is supposed to work.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And, yep. I mean, I've heard of that one before too. Exactly. So, but I mean, we just wanted to touch upon a couple of things.
Yeah.
I think we have, and I'm going to say this one more time. I know I've said it twice. Day after Thanksgiving is a paid holiday.
Paid holiday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And guess what? You're getting paid as a holiday.
Yeah.
So you know what that means?
Yeah.
You don't have to come in.
Yeah.
And if you choose to, it's going to wind up coming out to triple time.
Yep.
Okay. And it's for, the time and a half that you're working, it's up till 8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. That's true also. But again, if you need to refer to and say, wait a minute, I'm not sure. Do we have to work? Hey, listen to the podcast. Yep. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
So, we want to thank you. I'm Jeff Schenfeld.
And I'm Garfield Hooper. Our experiences deal largely with the Southern Region Supplement. This is just an information podcast, and if you have questions, it's best to contact your local steward or business agent.
And remember, strong people stand up for themselves, but the strongest people stand up for others.